official WWE draft. I'm not using the draft in the game because it's kind of messed up. I'm not using that because I can't do all my roster. So we'll do it this way. So the first pick for Raw will be the best in the world, CM Punk. Raw gets CM Punk. SmackDown, they will select, well, Friday Night SmackDown's first draft pick. Here tonight, Friday Night SmackDown's first draft pick is none other than Friday Night SmackDown selects the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes goes to SmackDown here tonight in the draft, and I'll back to Monday Night Raw with their next draft pick. Monday Raw selects AJ Lee. Just drafted the Raw here tonight. AJ Lee just drafted the Monday Night Raw here tonight in the draft. But ladies and gentlemen, how it's going to go for the superstars, for the tag team picks. It will be one pick. Draft picks will be one superstar from each show. Then they'll be drafted throughout the draft to their respective team automatically. So without further ado, that's pick for Friday Night SmackDown's next draft pick. SmackDown selects Bianca Belair. Bianca goes to SmackDown. Belair goes down time for the first tag team draft pick of this tag teams that are two people. They are drafted the same. Tag teams that are with trios or duo or 4 or 5 men, they will be drafted separately. But ladies and gentlemen, our first draft pick now for the tag team for Raw. Monday Raw selects Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. The Motor City Machine Guns are on Monday Night Raw here tonight in the draft. And Friday Night SmackDown selects. SmackDown will be selecting. Friday Night SmackDown looking to decide who SmackDown's going to grab here. Well, SmackDown is going to select. Big word too. If people get drafted, if like for example, for the next draft pick, Angel and Berto get drafted to SmackDown. That will mean automatically they get Santos Escobar will automatically be drafted to SmackDown after the rest of the draft picks will not be on SmackDown. Will not be on SmackDown. Angel Garza and Berto joined Friday Night SmackDown here tonight. About to Raw. Raw's next draft pick, ladies and gentlemen. Raw's next draft pick. Monday Raw selects the man, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch joins the Red Brand of Monday Night Raw here tonight. And Friday Night SmackDown selects from NXT. Jada Parker. Well, Jada Parker just drafted the Friday Night SmackDown tonight in the draft. About to Raw's next draft pick. Raw's next draft pick, ladies and gentlemen. Raw's next draft pick is going to be Raw's next draft pick. Who's it going to be for Raw? Who's Raw's next draft pick going to be here, folks? Monday Raw selects the visionary Seth freaking Rollins. He just drafted a Monday Night Raw tonight in the WWE draft. Raw selects the visionary Seth freaking Rollins here tonight on the WWE draft. But the SmackDown will select Aleister Black goes to the blue brand of Friday Night SmackDown here tonight. And now back to Raw. Raw's next draft pick, ladies and gentlemen. Raw's next draft pick. As tag teams will be picked separately. Women's tag teams will be picked separately. One after the other. So ladies and gentlemen, that pick for Raw. Alexa Bliss and then Charlotte Flair. They just drafted the Raw from Monday Night Raw. And Friday Night SmackDown, they select Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, head to Friday Night SmackDown tonight. About the Raw's next draft pick here tonight. Raw's next draft pick is going to be Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. The Vision are on Monday Night Raw here tonight. That means the other team will be drafted. That means the other team with Austin Theory and Logan Paul will be drafted separately in this draft. Just separately. Or, I'm gonna do that. Fuck, I'm gonna do the regular draft. I'm gonna do the regular draft in yours, motherfucker. That's fine. Delete that. Yeah. I'll do it again. But what I'll do is I'll do draft. But what I'll do is just set draft rounds. I'll do 8 draft rounds. We'll keep 8 draft rounds. We'll do 40 picks. I'll do, 40 picks. Draft it per round. Two picks per round is fine. Week 3. I don't like week 3 though. I'm gonna do week 2. I'm gonna do week 2 actually. I'll do week 2. There won't be any champion picks. We're gonna get 3 team picks per show. No free agent picks, no legend picks. We might do 1 free agent pick each. And then that's it. Teams playing off. Team picks, yes, fine. That's it. And now let's go here to draft. What happened? They're just not giving me the draft? Oh. That's why, okay, that makes sense why. Makes sense now, okay. Okay. I'll delete the rivalries because I don't use rivalries. I don't like the rivalries. There are no rivalries here. This one is actually like real life. I actually think that's actually pretty cool. It's actually like real life. Okay. Button right here. So let's... Now let's do the draft. I will delete champions, so no champions, so... For the show, so let's do the draft now. Start the draft, the first round, the draft pick. First draft pick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's now officially try to turn off the draft with the first pick for Raw. Here tonight, the first pick for Monday Night Raw. And Friday Night SmackDown, the first pick for Monday Night Raw's first draft pick. Here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw's first draft pick was Raw to select the first overall pick. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins is the first overall pick for Monday Night Raw tonight. The Friday Night SmackDown will select the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Well, Cody Rhodes heads to Friday Night SmackDown tonight. Back to Raw. Raw's next draft pick. Pick number 2 for Raw. Raw will select Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton goes to Monday Night Raw night. And Friday Night SmackDown will select Bianca Belair. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for round 1 of the WWE Draft. Now back to round 2 now. Now to round 2 of the WWE Draft. And Raw will select ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second round of the WWE Draft. And now it's time for Raw's first pick. For Raw's third pick of the WWE Draft, Raw selects Jimmy and Jay. The Usos are on Monday Night Raw. Well, the Usos are drafted the Raw tonight. And Friday Night SmackDown, they select The New Day. The New Day are on SmackDown tonight. The New Day made it to SmackDown. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our next draft pick here. Our draft pick number 5 for Raw. Raw's next draft pick here tonight. Who is Raw going to select with their next draft pick? Monday Night Raw will select the High Flyer, Penta. Penta is drafted the Raw tonight. Penta is on Monday nights. And Friday Night SmackDown, they will select Rey Fenix. Well, Rey Fenix heads to SmackDown here tonight in the draft. And that's the ladies and gentlemen round 2 of the draft, of round 3 of the WWE draft. Round 3 of the WWE draft, ladies and gentlemen, round 3 of the WWE draft. Round 3 of the WWE draft, ladies and gentlemen. Who's the next draft pick for Raw? The 6th pick for Monday Night Raw. Who's it going to be to join into the red brand? And that man is the OTC, Roman Reigns. The OTC has been drafted on Monday Night Raw here tonight. And the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, heads to SmackDown. And now back to Raw. Raw's next draft pick, ladies and gentlemen. Monday Night Raw will select the man, Becky Lynch. Well, Becky Lynch joins the red brand of Monday Night Raw tonight here in the WWE draft. And Friday Night SmackDown selects the Queen of Hearts, Natalya. Well, Natalya is on SmackDown here tonight in the draft. And that's the ladies and gentlemen for round 3. But up next is round 4 of the WWE draft. Round 4 of the WWE draft is upon us. Who's the next final picks for the first night of the WWE draft? The final pick. Well, the final pick for Raw, one of the Raw's final picks is The Vision. The Vision head to Monday Night Raw tonight. The Vision just drafted the Raw. The Vision is on Monday nights. And Friday Night SmackDown, they will select the MFTs. The MFTs are on SmackDown during this draft. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the next draft pick here tonight, CM Punk and AJ Lee are on Raw. What a draft pick there, AJ Lee and CM Punk. 2 for 1 pick for Raw. CM Punk and Punk as well, ladies and gentlemen. Our next draft pick from NXT, Friday Night SmackDown select from NXT, Trick Williams gets drafted to SmackDown here tonight in the draft. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first night of the WWE draft. They were the first night, ladies and gentlemen, of the WWE draft. And now, let's take you to the second night of the WWE draft, which takes place on Friday Night SmackDown. Might not do 8. I'll do 7 matches. 7 of them is fine, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the SmackDown for the second night of the WWE Draft. And now we're kicking this off with SmackDown's first pick of the second night of the WWE Draft. Oh, SmackDown's next draft pick. Pick number 14 versus Friday Night SmackDown. SmackDown will be selecting Sami Zayn. Well, Sami Zayn gets drafted to the Friday Night SmackDown tonight. Monday Raw. Raw will select Raw's next draft pick. Who's Raw going to select next here tonight? Who is Raw's next overall draft pick here? The Apex Predator, Randy Orton, gets drafted to the Raw here tonight in the draft. And now Friday Night SmackDown. SmackDown's next draft pick here tonight is will be none other than the Giant Omos. Well, Omos just drafted to SmackDown tonight. And now Friday Night SmackDown's final. And now Raw's next draft pick here tonight. Raw's next draft pick is none other than Stephanie Valkyrie. Oh, Stephanie Valkyrie joins Raw here tonight in the draft. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, round 5 of the draft. And now we're taking back to the next round 6 of the WWE Draft. Ladies and gentlemen, time for round 6 of the WWE Draft. Who's going to be the next draft pick to be drafted tonight in this draft? Let's see who SmackDown's going to pick for their next pick of the WWE Draft. While SmackDown will select All Ego, Ethan Page. Oh, Ethan Page just drafted to SmackDown tonight in this draft. Back to Raw. Raw's next draft pick is none other than Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints. He's on Monday Night Raw. This could be a great pick for Raw. This will be a great pick for Monday Night Raw. Friday Night SmackDown will select SmackDown. Grayson Waller. Well, Grayson Waller just drafted the Friday Night SmackDown tonight. Now back to Raw. Raw's next draft pick. Raw selects the megastar LA Knight is on Monday nights. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for round 7 of the draft. Come up next is the final pick. The final pick of the WWE Draft begins now. The final draft picks for Raw and SmackDown are right now here on the WWE Draft. And let's see who SmackDown's going to take for their final draft picks in this WWE Draft. Well, SmackDown will be selecting. Well, SmackDown decides who they want in their final draft pick. Well, SmackDown has selected their final draft pick for Friday Night SmackDown. Who's it going to be to get drafted to SmackDown here tonight in the WWE Draft, ladies and gentlemen? While SmackDown will be selecting Angelo Dawkins, and the Street Profits are on SmackDown tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the Street Profits are on SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the WWE Draft. Let's take a look at the entire WWE Draft for both Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. AJ Lee, AJ Styles, Kirizawa, Asuka, Austin Theory, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Bruce Creed, Chad Gable, CM Punk, Cruz del Toro, Drew Mysterio, Drain Lee, Grande Americano, Eric, Finn Balor, Gunther, Ivar, Ivy Nile, Io Sky, Jay McDonough, Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso, Joaquin Wilde, Julius Creed, Kairi Sane, LA Knight, Liv Morgan, Logan Paul, Ludwig Kaiser, Lyra Valkyria, Maxine Dupree, Naomi, Nikki Bella, Otis, Penta, Pete Dunne, Randy Orton, Raquel Rodriguez, Rey Mysterio, Rhea Bloody Ripley, Ricky Saints, Roman Reigns, Roxanne Perez, Rusev, Sami Seth freaking Rollins, Sheamus, Sammy Valkyrie, Tiffany Stratton, Tyler Bate, Zoe Sten, Zoe Stark, and now for SmackDown, Alba Fire, Aleister Black, Alex Shelley, Alexa Bliss, Angel, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Crews, Axiom, B-Fab, Berto, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Carmel Hayes, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Chris Sabin, Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Dexter Lumis, Drew McIntyre, Eldon Prince, Eric Young, Eric Rowan, Ethan Page, Julia, Grayson Waller, Ilya Dragunov, Jacob Fatu, Jade Cargill, Jason Mateo, Joe Gacy, John Gargano, Kevin Owens, Kiana James, Kit Wilson, Kofi Kingston, Lash Legend, Meechin, The Miz, Montez Ford, Natalia, Nathan Frazier, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Omos, Piper Niven, R-Truth, Ray Phoenix, Sami Zayn, Central Escobar, Shinsuke Nakamura, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tommaso Ciampa, Tonga Loa, Trick Williams, Uncle Howdy, Xavier Woods, and Selena Vega. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the WWE Draft. Ladies and gentlemen, join me for the inaugural WWE Draft tonight.